Hey everybody, Brian here from the LTL podcast. Just checking in with you this afternoon. I'm actually actively doing some research on the Karen Reed John O'Keefe murder trial. I got some notes there on the screen, and I'll get to those in a second. But doing some research here and really diving into this case and peeling back the layers of the onion, there's a lot of things in this case that do concern me. And I actually went on record last night on one of my lives and talked about that if I was on the jury in this case, I would have a really hard time right now convicting Karen Reed of these crimes. I feel like I would have much reasonable doubt after peeling back all the onion layers and really looking at this. So what I want you to do is listen to all my 5 things that concern me in this case and let me know down in the comments below after I get through it if it's one of the things that concern you as well, or maybe there's something that I haven't said that does concern you. So let's get to this. So number one of the ones that just really stick out to me so far is the Prosecutions New Theory. So they think that Karen Reed was 62 feet away from John O'Keefe, that she backed her SUV up at 24 miles an hour, hit him, drove over him. That's what caused his injuries. He went into a snowbank. She did this on purpose and left. Got a problem with that. Just seems really odd and really weird. One, there was an active snowstorm that night, and I believe that it's said around the time that this all happened, there was about 2 to 4 inches of snow on the ground. It was an active blizzard, okay, and it was getting to whiteout conditions. Now, I've been down to 34 Fairview. I live about 20 minutes from it. I went down there the other day, did some boots on the ground investigating. When I looked at the road is actually on a 20 to 30 degree angle, and when you get to where the fire hydrant and the flagpole is where John's body was found, there's actually a curve in the road. I would refer you to Turtle Boy Live's video. He actually went down there and did this demonstration. He measured out 62 feet, tried to get up to 24 miles an hour, but it could only hit at 19 miles per hour. Now that's on a clear road on blue sky days. Now let's add in all the elements of the weather on the night that this did happen. The other thing that really concerns me as well, too, is that Karen had never been at that house. So how would she know the curvature of the road? How would she know the incline of that road? It just doesn't make sense to me. She would have to be one hell of a driver to know, to go to that location, not know the angles of the road, be able to get up to 24 miles an hour in a snowstorm, barrel over John, leave him for dead in a snowbank, and leave. It doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense to me right now. Okay, number 2, the abrasions, what the state is saying on John's arm, were caused by Karen Reed actually driving into him or over him. Okay, I have issues with that as well too. We know that Brian Alberts, the owner of the house at 34 Fairview, owns a German Shepherd. And this German Shepherd has been on record of actually biting people in the past. So when I look at the wounds on John's arm, and there's many pictures of it out there, and we've seen it in the pretrial hearings as well, to me, they either look like dog scratches or dog bites. It doesn't look to me like something that someone ran over. Now, we know in the Boston Marathon bombers, one of the brothers, the Zanaev brothers, actually got in an SUV to try to escape the police. They had an active shootout to escape the police, and actually he ended up running over his brother. When we saw the autopsy photos from after that, there was really significant damage to his brother. His chest was all caved in. He had burn marks and tire marks, and it was just a mess. And the thing here is that John has no lower body injuries. So why, if you've been hit or run over, why would you not show any injuries on the lower torso of your body? It just doesn't make sense. And another weird thing is that after all this happened, the German Shepherd is now not with the Alberts family anymore. So I find that really weird. I want to touch on number 3, the quick sale of the house. John died in January, and the Alberts sold their home under market value in November. Quick sale of the house. And it was, I guess, reported that the house had been in the family for over 50 years. So that's really strange. And I think there's some other reports that the flooring downstairs in the basement had been replaced before the house had been sold. Again, I can't confirm that, but if I'm right or wrong on that, let me know down in the comments. Okay, let's go to number 4. let's talk about Ryan Nagel. Now, Ryan Nagel is the brother of Juliana Nagel, and Juliana called Ryan to come pick her up that evening at just about 12 a.m. So she invited, Ryan shows up, she invited him in. I think Ryan was with a friend, his friend was driving, they invited them in, they declined, and they left. Juliana actually ended up staying at the party. When Ryan drove off, he said that he stated that he drove past Karen's SUV, observed the interior light on, and he only saw a female operator inside the SUV, holding the steering wheel at 10 and 2. He didn't mention that he didn't see a male in the car, a male around the car. So where was John? Where was John at that time? I mean, was he walking around the neighborhood? Was he up, down the street? I mean, to me, it would seem that he would have to be inside that house. Okay, and number 5, the one that is really, really, really bothers me in this case is Jennifer McCabe's phone has a Google search on it and the famous line, "House long to die in cold," and that's spelled HOS. So they actually mistyped when they typed this in, and that was at 2:27 a.m. So that's really concerning evidence. And again, like I said, if I was in a jury in this case right now, and this evidence was put in front of me, and the defense came forth with their evidence, I would have a lot of issues convicting Karen Read right now. So let me know what you think down in the comments. Did I strike on anything that has concerned you in this case so far? If I've missed anything, let me know something else down there that I might have missed that may concern you. Or if you think that Karen Read is a stone cold killer, I want to hear from you as well. Leave it down there in the comments. I appreciate it. Again, Brian here from LTL Podcast. Your first time over here, please make sure to subscribe, like, and share my comment. I do live streams pretty much every night, either at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come over and catch a live. Turn on all your bell notifications so every time I drop a new video, you will all know. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.